And while I was dating, I worked at the Sinclair station downtown, and so I was walking by this where the where the store was in the middle of town, which was not there anymore. Where it used to be the Independent office was there, but anyway, right next to it there was a shoe store, and there was some really pretty white Navajo shoes, moccasins for a lady, and I knew that her size was 5, so I went in and bought them. And I don't even remember how much they cost, but I bought them, and I was going to give them to her. And next time, this is after we've been going together quite a while, and so I gave it to her. And I said, she says, "What is this for?" And I said, "It's your birthday." She says, "It's not my birthday." I said, "It is now." So, but she really liked them, and then, and so we had, we had a good relationship. We was going to school together, and I would walk over and see what she was in, and we just had a good time. And then summer came, and that was the first time that I dated her by myself, just her and I, and it was different. We didn't have the car lined up, but we had gone to the movies, and I told you about when I'd buy something to eat, she would always eat half of it. Did I tell you that? Did I?
No.
Well, I would ask her before we go in the movie, would you like a candy bar or something? No thanks. And so, but I'd buy one for me, and then she would go in and she'd eat half of mine, which was good. But it was interesting because, well, why doesn't she? I said to myself, why doesn't she just buy a candy bar and eat it herself? Probably because she didn't want the whole thing. But so then we got going. We would go to a movie, and there was a little shop right next to right in the same building that the show house was, and it had drinks and ice cream and things like that, and foot-long hot dogs, and so we would go in there and we would buy a drink and a red licorice, and we'd go and share it, both of them. So that's what we had, and it had enough for her, and she loved licorice anyway. She loved black licorice better, but they didn't have black licorice then. But
so was this the movie house in Thane?
No, in Afton.
Okay, so you went and picked her up and then took her back to Thane.
Yeah,
or took her back to Afton.
Yeah, usually, because the show in Afton in Thane, we just didn't want to go to that one. So, but we went to several shows, and then we would go to the dances, and they had a lot of. We had a church dance every weekend. We didn't have a school dance, and so we would go to different dances, and so she said, you need to date. We need to find out what we want. And this Tittenser girl, Ellery Tittenser's younger sister, she was in the band with me, and she was always flirting with me. So the dance was in Bedford, and that's where she lived, and so I decided, well, I'll take her. So I asked her if she wanted to go, and she did. And then and I was driving, and there was 2 other couples with us, and but I really didn't like that, the dance. It was different, and so when we got through at the dance, I took her home, and we went and parked so those guys could neck in the back seat and the front seat. But that's when I decided, I think I like Nerida well enough. I don't need to date anybody else. and really, like I told you, it's only the second girl I had dated, but she was just the right size. And so then on Christmas Eve, after I'd gone to Utah State, I was a freshman there, and she was still a senior in it, and so at Christmas time, I gave her a diamond and asked her if she would marry me. And of course, we had talked about it before, so that was just the top of the icing, is to ask her if she would, and give her a diamond, and it was very funny because we had no money really, and so we were scraping to get gas to go and corsages and everything, but so I ordered a diamond ring from a catalog that Dad had there, and it was $40. I mean, that's really expensive diamond ring, but in '53 it wasn't. It was in '54. It was pretty. It was all right. You know how small it was. You saw when she made it to a pendant on the thing. But anyway, it worked out fine. It because she didn't want to wear a diamond anyway. When she got married, she didn't want a diamond. She wanted a band, and nothing on it, just a plain band. And so that was easy, and it was very easy also. But even when before we were married, she never wore jewelry, and she didn't ever want any jewelry. So I never bought any jewelry. Spend the money on everything else. So we were thinking of getting them married, and so we'll tell you about that later.